fuck, I guess if I was going to say one last thing, and I don't like to be negative, those of you who know me know that. Um, I still love Jordan Peterson. I wish him the best. Everything he did in the past that was positive is still absolutely positive. But I will also say one reason there hasn't been a big pull to come back to the channel has been that I have not seen much of Jordan Peterson stuff in the last couple of years. But what I did see some stuff that I would not want to associate myself with. So while I was fairly strongly associated with Peterson because I took over the channel that was initially based on his what was his program called? Well, his program for sorting yourself out, that self-help thing was how this channel started. I never really talked about Jordan's politics. Like there was always things about Jordan Peterson that I just let go. Like I never got into his politics. I was always interested in his psychology, but some recent stuff. I'll say one in particular, his video that seemed to defend Donald Trump wanting Canada to be the 51st state, and the way he spoke about Canada was ridiculous. Okay, yeah, just so I'm not leaving anything, it's back when, and this was a while ago, but back when he called that one swimsuit model out on being too fat, I watched his follow-up to that with his daughter, and at the end of that video, like he has his reasons to say he shouldn't be glorifying people who are overweight. But that model was gorgeous. At the end, and so it's not even his basic point that I found offensive. At the end of his thing with his daughter Michaela, Jordan Peterson like literally said, he laid out all his points, and then he said, so you know what? If you don't like it, fuck you. And I thought, what? If I don't like that, fuck me? And also, you're saying to every guy out there with a chubby girlfriend that he loves, every fucking chubby girl out there, every fucking fat chaser out there, you want them to all fuck off. And I thought you used to be about self-help for everybody. And so when he got to the point where he was saying sorry, not beautiful to that girl, then defending it vociferously, and in the one video I saw with him, Michaela, I don't know if it's still up, he ended it by saying, fuck you to everyone who didn't like that. I personally didn't like it when he pointed out she wasn't beautiful. He's a professional psychologist. He wasn't asked about it in an interview. It wasn't thrown in his face. He chose to go out of his way and insult a girl at the best point in her life. And I'm not saying that no person who wants to bring up the idea of should we glorify a healthy body doesn't have anything to say about the pro curvy woman thing going too far. I'm not even saying there aren't possibly things there to get into. I'm saying as somebody who thinks that woman is beautiful, other curvy girls are beautiful, I found that so offensive. What he was saying about Canada was ridiculous. And so I hope he's still saying lots of good things, but some of the stuff he's out there saying, it's unfortunate. I used to look forward to when my son was old enough that I could introduce him to Peterson's self-help work. Now I will not do that because I know even if I tell my son when he's older, ignore all the political stuff, just go watch his old lectures on Jungian psychology. There's no way my son will be able to resist looking up the clickbait shit that comes up. And yeah, Peterson's gotten to the point where he's putting ideas out there that I don't want. I wouldn't want my own child to get caught up in. So yeah, it's like I don't wish Peterson any ill will. I don't even like saying this, to be honest, because I would rather be pointing out the positive of something than criticizing anything. But yeah, no, that has been, I will admit, because I'm also don't think I couldn't do the job I did before. I don't think I have the brain for the live streams. Maybe I could do podcasts with people because they carry half the thing, but I don't I don't know if they'd be high enough quality to put out. And I don't want to pollute the internet with a bunch of low quality podcasts. And then finally, the self-help stuff I used to do, the private sessions, I cannot keep up with what I used to do. Well, although that being said, if there are some old messages from people I used to counsel or help to people who I've already been helping in the past, if any of you need private sessions in the future, I might do some. So I will, as I go through the messages on Discord, some of you I will reach out to speak to you, but I'm not like the old me that I could throw that out there to anyone watching and spend 12 hours a day doing private sessions with people. I just could not possibly do that. So that's why after this, you may never hear from me again, or I may improve somewhat and come back, perhaps try something new. I'm not the old me. I'm something new. I'm still sort of getting my feet under me. I don't know if I have anything valuable to contribute, and I don't want to be digital pollution. Yet, I'm not saying I may not come back at some point, even though I don't want to be associated with Jordan Peterson anymore. So it would be something very different if I ever did. Now I feel I'm just being repetitive. Hello, Brave. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. I don't see any fresh questions, so I'm going to wrap this up now. To the old friends checking this out, if there's a message for me waiting in our Discord, I will get to you eventually. To everyone else out there, I love you all. It's in no way that I wouldn't love to participate in society in some positive way. I just feel I would end up I would end up putting out digital pollution. And I even now am wondering, should I have stated my criticisms of Jordan Peterson? That's not the old me. I'd rather not be criticizing stuff, although I'll end on a terrible note then. So I don't want to criticize anything, but I will end this one in case it's my last one. I'll end this one with something critical. The world's gone fucking nuts, man. From somebody who stepped back, it's changing fucking fast. I don't know what the fuck AI is going to do next, but it's going to keep changing faster. And the one thing I've noticed about the entire world, and I'm talking to everyone here, right wing, left wing, fucking religious, of any religion, non-religious, it's absolutely all of you out there overall. Of course, there will be exceptionals, there could be nuance, but I don't even want to bother with that. I just want to say you're all going fucking nuts and you're turning on each other like piranhas. All of you. Everything's falling apart. In the 80s, you guys were not breaking up family dinners and Thanksgivings over political issues. In the 80s, the idea of America going to a civil war was ridiculous. In the 80s, the idea that Canada would be threatening to turn off the power to New York and laying plans for what would happen if America invaded us is ridiculous. The last time we went to war, Canada won flat out. We burned down the White House, and then we became very good friends. And up until the recent nonsense, the idea of Canada and America going to war was ridiculous. Just the fact that that was online, you guys all need to check yourself. It's like if the analogy is drinking and driving, as someone else who may not be an impressive person and may not blah, 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 I can see that you're all fucking way too drunk to drive. You guys are going nuts. I don't know if it's the algorithm. I will bring up a quote now from a song. My friend William came to me with a message of hope. It went, fuck you and everything that you think you know. If you don't step outside the things that you believe, they're going to kill you. And no one's going to stop you from dying young and miserable and right. But if you want something better, you got to put that shit aside. We all see that we're heading off a fucking cliff, and everyone's doubling down that they're right. Fuck off. Being right wasn't the answer. It's like 42 in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and it's like, oh, wrong question. We've been saying humanity's going a dangerous direction. Who's right? Who knows how to fix it? Fuck off. Being right isn't the answer anymore. The answer now is, how do we remember to love each other? Because everyone's fucking right. There's not a single religion, political party, protest group, terrorist organization that will say to you, I am not right. We all think we're fucking right. We all live inside a bias bubble our brains fucking create. We don't live in the same universe. It's never been reasonable to think family dinner will be good because we're all going to agree on everything. You're never going to solve abortion, I'm sorry. And you're not going to bring people together by deciding whether the left or right was wrong. It doesn't fucking matter what anyone thinks of Trump. It doesn't. We've got to learn to fucking love each other. That's what we need to do now. And we claim to be Christian in the West. Christ's biggest fucking message was love your neighbor and love your enemy. You're not your brother's keeper. He didn't say get out there and judge the fuck out of everything. He didn't say the way to heaven was to be right. It's love. If we love each other and families come together again and don't argue about anything, if trans is the problem, fuck off with that issue and love each other again. Each individual country, town, fuck off with what you've been arguing over. Love each other first and realize we don't know where we're going. Humanity's strength has never been the individual, even though we glorify the individual. Like this inventor, this person, fucking no. Yuval Harari's point that if you put one man and one chimp on an island, the chimp is king. You put 100 men and 100 chimps on an island, the chimp is king. But you put 1,000, the humans win. We haven't gotten where we are as individuals. It's because we fucking work together. That's the only way we get through anything. That's the only way we built this fucking AI and this crazy future we're going into. And a house divided among itself will not stand. We're getting ridiculously obsessed with being right. Also, what does it feel like to be right? Or to be wrong? Sorry. I've asked people this before. What does it feel like to be wrong? They start describing it feels bad. Something drops in my stomach. No, it fucking doesn't. Being wrong feels like you're fucking right because you're wrong. So let's say that the world's really round, and let's say I believe it's flat. As long as I honestly believe that, I feel right. And I will yell at people about how right I am, and I will dig for evidence, and my confirmation bias will blind me. It fucking feels like being right to be wrong. What does it feel like to finally be right? It feels like being wrong. The moment you actually feel wrong is the moment you realize you were wrong. And if you've realized you're wrong, you're no longer wrong. So this fucking dopamine hit we all get by being right is ridiculous. Stop fucking chasing it. Stop saying you're right and you can fix things. Fine, fix things, but do it while loving. Yeah, I don't think I need to rant any further than that. Like, things are getting dangerous, people. We survived by loving each other. We claim to be Christian. Let's set aside right and wrong for a while. And because there's so many things we all agree on. Like, nobody's saying that education should be worse for children or health. Like, there's so many things we could work on together, especially in the age of the dawning AI, that it's ridiculous that we're using the majority of our time, attention, and even fucking AI power, arguing with people over who's right and wrong. That's the way a child thinks. Is it possible to know everything as a human being? No, we all know that's impossible. So if your goal is to know everything, you're going to fail. Is it possible in this biological, and I believe spiritual, but whichever it is, form, is it possible to love everything? It is absolutely possible to love everything. All you have to do is the right meditation and prayer or take the right drug, and you can experience that. That's an achievable goal. I think we should learn to love each other. I think we need to start working together, and no matter what problem we're fixing, but instead of screaming at each other about the problem, let's all step back, remember we love each other, we're in this together, and come back with a different approach. And if your approach is infuriating the person you're talking to, if it's making you full of hate, maybe it's not the right approach. That's my point on that. And so I will finish this now with the final quote from that same song. What is it? Promise me. I know it's hard to give a shit sometimes, but promise me we'll always try, because I don't want to hate you, and I don't want to hate me, and I don't want to have to hate everything anymore. So on that note, Lunatic love. If I never return, I still love everyone ever in the future who watches this video. I wish the best to all of you.